onto the field. They're going to start warming up, and here comes New South Wales Country out of the changing rooms, and they've probably turned the heaters off, stepped out of their jackets, taken the slippers off, re-strapped the boots, and getting ready to go. Corey's coming back now as we're getting ready for the restart, and the weather's really starting to close out now, Corey. Light's starting to come through as we get ready for the second half. How do you think this is going to shape up, my young man?
Look, based on what we saw in the first half, it's hard to see anything but Country pulling away with this one. Looked really controlled both sides of the footy, and Auckland really struggled for anything on attack. Weren't too bad defensively, but a few lapses, and there we see, looks like a mistake straight off the kickoff, and we'll have a dropout. Well, that is not the start they needed. So Auckland straight away will kick the ball back to Country, so terrible start for Auckland.
Yeah, I dare say the coach will be over there pulling his hair out. However, for New South Wales Country, this will be gold. This will be just what he needed, as the ball has been caught, and away we go.
Good first up carry there from Daniel Kerr. Another from the Bidgie Bulls. Work it out from dummy half now, and the back line getting involved. Good carry there. Wade Aitken, solidly built. Now at a dummy half again. Hands off. Nice work from Bork. Michael Hart involved again.
Yeah, Auckland need to keep them out here. There's no joy having a try in the first few minutes of kickoff and then giving the ball away.
And they'll get a reprieve by the look of it. Looks like a knock-on. Country players can't believe it. Auckland look relieved. So Auckland let off the hook there, Troy, but those little costly mistakes, concentration lapses, we saw them all through the first half as well, and they're going to be marched for 10 here, Country as well. So Auckland let off the hook, and some poor discipline from Country there. Just a bit of back chat to the ref, and so Auckland will start this set from the 30-metre mark.
Yeah, they'll need to keep their cool. Very unlike New South Wales Country there to give a little bit of lip. However, that's the way the referee's seen it, and he's marching down the field. The ball has gone over the line, so here comes Auckland as they get ready to reset and get their shape right. And let's see what they do with this set of 6.
Yeah, good touch finder there from young Josh Ferrant from the Northcote Tigers, and now they'll work it up through the middle, through the big boys. There are a couple of monsters in this Auckland pack. Another good, strong carry there.
As I said earlier, the weather might be a leveler for the, great strong tackle, back slam to the ground, gets up, plays the ball quickly. Here they come again.
Yeah, good carry there from Mitchell Jones, but put right on his back by the big Country defence. Now Ferrant works along the short side. Well tackled though by Country again, getting there in numbers. A bit slow to his feet. Working out again, Ferrant now works the short side, little kick through, but well cleaned up by Country, and again failed to really threaten that line, Troy. And this is a worry now for coach John Sione Va'a, and they'll back it up with a penalty. Well, that set couldn't really have got much worse.
No, lost words on that piece, and New South Wales Country are kicking out of their zone. Found touch. Getting ready to reset. Trainer on there rehydrating, because this heat would be getting to the New South Wales Country team, wouldn't it?
So Country now worked up through the middle of the park. A bit of a juggle there from the standoff, Mitchell Bork. And in fact, a drop ball, so handover. So Akoi Atmore now in dummy half. Work it forward through big Mitchell Jones, the Mount Albert Lions boy. Spin it wide again. Big run here, but look, making meters isn't their problem. It's finishing these sets, so let's see what Auckland can do this time. The halves really need to get it together now. Big physical defence. Great first up contact there from Jaden Hocking, the Newcastle Rebels youngster. Ferrant now holds the ball up, looks to shift it wide, but Country aren't falling for it. In fact, it's forward. He's held it too long. So yet another mistake from Auckland. And look, Troy, I haven't been keeping count, but they haven't completed many sets in this game. And really their options on attack have been abysmal at times.
I've just had a quick look at the stat sheet, and I think you are correct there, Corey. I don't think we've completed one set of 6 in this half, and that'll be something they'll be wanting to focus on.
And of course, to be fair, it is troubling conditions with the way the rain's coming down now. The ball's slippery, and also it's a bit cold, so the old cold hands never the best movement, but no excuse really. They've got to find a way around it, because I can tell you what, they won't be getting back in this game with drop ball.
Auckland should be loving this though. This is like normal weekend football for this lot.
Troy, I think you're painting a bad picture of beautiful Auckland for our New South Wales audience here. I mean, it's a lovely place, really, isn't it? I mean, this weather's the exception, isn't it?
4 weeks from now and 4 weeks earlier, it's like this every weekend. Great to play footy in. And got to be strong on the old retention, making sure that you do the right things at the right time with the footy. And New South Wales Country have just gone to the air. Over to you, Corey.
Yeah, we see there, ball goes up, it's built, and not too sure what we've got here. We'll wait for referee's word. It looks like we'll have a handover, so Country going to the air, not a bad option at all, Troy. Put up the high ball here in these conditions, and you're likely to get a return. We saw Auckland sort of make the most of that in the first game. Dylan Tavita with a few towering bombs, which Country struggled to maintain, and in this case, Auckland survive. Work it out from their line, but big physical defence, and in fact, a little bit too keen inside the 10. Might have been a shoulder there actually at AKvNSW with the smart option to take the quick tap. So Country now retreating.
I think when you said earlier, Corey, about the kicks, that strapping young player from Budgie Balls, Connor McClay, when he put the first kick through and they scored off that, they scored off the second one with a kick. I think that's going to play a very important part to today's game, and it could be viewed as a weapon.
Coming out of yardage now. AKvNSW threatens the line, but those A and B defenders from Country really solid and haven't looked like being beaten today. Kicks late there from Ferrant, and that's no worries at the back for Thomas McGrady, the North Coast Dolphins junior. Scoops it up.
Auckland taking a bit of time to get back in the defence line. They've got to be working hard now. Oh, and the referee's blowing that up. Gone past the vertical, I'd say.
Bit of poor technique there. Thankfully, players up and all right, but some poor technique there from the Aucklanders. No intent in it, but rightfully a penalty, and Hart kicks for touch. Big kick downfield now, and Country will start this one inside the 20. Excellent kick from Hart.
I think for the last 10 minutes we haven't been out of this half, Corey. Looks like New South Wales Country are wanting to set up camp. And here they come again.
So now the ball coming wide here, and you see Country, despite the conditions, not at all afraid to throw the ball around a little bit, and some good spread plays on offer here. Now from dummy half, a head back towards the sticks. Bork on the ball, hands, comes out the back now, nice work. Maybe a knock on there. Ball's loose. Country recover well, but Auckland will pack down a scrum.
Sorry? The front of your camera lens need a bit of a watch, a bit blurry, or is it just the screen?
So Auckland now working it out from the 10 after that knock on from New South Wales country. Work it up through the middle now. Paiamau, the Glenora Bears man, pushes it forward. Another good run there from Mitchell Jones. He's been impressive since coming onto the park from the interchange bench. AKvNSW there spots a gap at dummy half. Well recovered though by country. At the back now, Ferrant. Decides he'll run it. Ferrant with a step inside, but he's going nowhere. Gets the offload away. But a poor end to the set there, Ferrant. In fairness to him, he was rushed. But another bad end to the set. Tackled right on halfway on the last tackle. Country start this set in positive territory once again.
Ferrant trying hard. Just dropping back into the defence line there now, and he'll be wanting to make up for that. Great run. Just a little bit messy on the uptake for the catch.
Here's something different, a kick off the scrum, and Country are through here. Country are through, and they will score. Wow, trick play off the scrum from New South Wales Country, and I think it's either the fullback Thomas McGrady with the try or Michael Hart. But fantastic ad-lib play there from New South Wales Country, and they catch Auckland napping there, Troy.
I just said earlier, the kick will be a weapon, and you've just seen that executed to the highest standard. So the kick's going to be a big part of the game, and just off that, they managed to score another try with a kick to come.
And just confirming that was Michael Hart who scored that try. Excellent anticipation, showed great pace there, and even at the end there, the pickup in these conditions wasn't easy, so he gets the try there. We're at 18-0 now with the kick to come. This could get ugly here for Auckland if they don't do something quick.
Yeah, agree. Auckland got to now leave it all out there on the field. You know, we're getting into the second part of the half here, and it's the only half they've got left, and they really now need to start emptying the tank, getting into it. So I think May will have the opportunity of throwing the ball around, but first off, Corey, I think they've got to complete their set of 6.
So kick to come here from out wide, and rain's starting to come down a little bit heavier again. Strikes it well, it's nice and high, and it's perfect from out wide, so excellent kick there. And 20 points to 0, New South Wales Country lead Auckland.
Just close to us on the sideline there, you might have noticed the big centre. He's just gone thumbs up to some of the supporters up there watching in the nice dry warmth club room of Otahuhu, as they're having a couple of green teas watching the match live.
Yeah, big Wade Aiken, he's powerfully built fella just like his brother, and he's been good today. Both centres have been outstanding actually, both Wade and Michael Hart on the other side. Both defensively strong in there, but we just saw what Michael Hart has to offer on the attacking side. So great work from the edge men for Country, and they'll start another set here. Well taken at the back there by Thomas McGrady, the fullback. Country now work it out, looks like Bryce Kennedy back into the action, spreads it wide. The number 10, Braden Gallagher, takes it forward. Braden hailing from the Northern Tigers. Kennedy comes wide, and that one just a little bit hard right into the face of his mate there, and spilt ball. But that's the first Country mistake for a little while now. They've been pretty good given the conditions, but Auckland with a chance here now.
Yeah, this will be rare if we get out of our half and start moving into New South Wales Country territory.
Coming out of yardage now, big Paiamau, another hit up. Shift it to the left. It's command ball Lennox Halavaka, but well tackled there. That's excellent defense from the number 8, Luke Ingram. Meets him head on. And now the hit up from Jaden Hawking, Newcastle Rebels youngster. AKvNSW into dummy half. The winger on the left's calling for it. Short side play. Chips over the top. McGrady up to the job. It's bouncing. brings it in and he'll run it dead. So no risk taken there by young Thomas McGrady. Safety first and back-to-back sets for Auckland.
Thomas has been safe all day. He's been good back there in the last line of defence, and he's been safe under the high ball as well.
So back underway now, the ball will find turf. Got to be careful in these conditions, then to bounce like that, but thankfully brought in by Luke Brown, the standoff. Hands it off for the hit up. AKvNSW now into dummy half. Feeds it off into the middle of the park, and a good run there. That's the number 10, Lenny Kaufusi from the Glenora Bears.
AKvNSW screaming at the forwards to move to the right-hand side of the field.
Strong carry from Hocking up the middle of the park. Again to the right. This time the recipient, Asalemo Tawaliti, another of the Glenora boys. Plenty of the Westies on display here today. Ferrant now shifts it to the right. Big tackle, dumps him on his back. Nothing in it. AKvNSW in at dummy half. Shifts to the right. Ferrant will put on a short side play. A little kick dribbled in behind. Well cleaned up by Country though. Safety first once again. And Auckland, they'll get a third consecutive set on the line.
Interesting to note there, Corey, they attack the right side non-stop.
Well, Troy, they've attacked the left, right, the middle. Haven't been able to find anything so far. Country just up to the task on every occasion, and their calmness on the line there, fantastic again. And Coach Aaron Watts has got them operating well on the defensive side. They've had to take some punishment today from the Auckland big boys, but haven't relented. And there we see another good kick chase there, right up into the face of the big boys, not letting that Auckland pack get the front foot. AKvNSW now will shift it to the right. And again, Troy, as you mentioned earlier, they're targeting that right edge. In the ruck, appeals for perhaps a penalty, but nothing. Back to the middle now, towards the sticks. Nothing but forwards stacked out to the left here. AKvNSW will go himself. Dummies, runs over the first one. Still can offload. Wrapped up well by Country though. Good scramble from the visitors. Now to the right side. They've got numbers here, but Auckland elect to go back to the left.
Switched it.
Halavaka now. Luke Brown thinks about the cutout. Instead goes the short option. Nice work here, but look at that scramble from Country, and on that occasion, excellent defence from Daniil Jeffries. Wraps him up. Now back out to Brown. First receiver, finds Ferrant. Ferrant dribbles a kick through. Looking for that upright. Hits the big sports safe up. No, it doesn't. Not quite. Thought it might have hit the big sports safe upright there. A big thank you to our sponsors, Sports Safe, of course, providing these fantastic bolsters for today's game. So look, again, Troy, you know, a bit questionable they didn't go to the air there. That's, I think, 3 kicks along the ground there with no reward. Would you have possibly gone to the air there and tested out the Country wingers?
Well, they need to try something, and they're running out of time. And at the way the New South Wales Country are rolling back down the field, they're starting to run out of real estate.
Discipline again for Auckland. It's been their Achilles heel today. And Country, big boot out to the car park end here at Bert Henham Park. We see McGrady a bit ginger and back play there, getting some help from the trainer. Meanwhile, Country back into play now. And the number 4, Wade Aitken, in at dummy half. Come back to the middle of the park. That's big. Luke Ingram. He's been busy today. Bryce Kennedy now into dummy half.
Didn't take very long to get back down here to the Corey.
No, not when you get a piggyback like that. A soft penalty from Auckland. And now he's looking to carry a few over the line here. Into the right edge of the corner. Back to the middle. A few cutout balls now in the big prop. Spots up, great, excellent first up contact from Josh Ferrant, but it might not be enough. He might have got over the line here. We wait for the ref's decision. Points to the spot, it's a try. And now, well, perhaps this game now slipping out of the grasp of Auckland. We've got about 12 minutes to go, and Troy, this is going to be pretty hard to come back from, and you can't see it happening now.
I don't want to go that far, Corey. There's a lot of life left in the Auckland boys, and they're playing for pride now. So that chat in regards to no more tries, no one breaking the line, and let's try and get a run on the board ourselves. So let's hope they come back with a strong kick-off and they get down there and get a bit of energy happening. About pride now, I'd say.
Clever play there from the Country. Big bopper Braden Gallagher spotted up the halfback, defending next to the post there, and Josh Ferrant did make good first up contact, but not enough to stop the big fella close to the line. So good work there from country. Smart football, and James Smith looks to add the extras. And the extras added. No trouble from in front of the posts.
And James Smith leads the extra 2 for the conversion. New South Wales country leading 26-0.
And New South Wales now leading 26-0, and they're looking a bit jovial here. Wade Aitken busting a bit of a jig out here on the sideline. Hamming it up for the fans. They're loving it.
Yeah, well, let's hope they're not celebrating too early. Come on, Auckland. Get in there, get your 6 sets done, let's get going.
To be fair, Troy, with 11 minutes to go, I think they might be all right. But hey, as a loyal Auckland man myself, I won't give up hope. But look, it's been an excellent display from these country lads here. Completely dominant and built off their defence. I know they've scored now over 20 points, but built off their defence. They have had to do plenty of work repelling Aucklanders off their own line, and just had an answer for everything they threw at them.
Well, for the amount of time that's left on the clock now, it'd be nice to try and keep them out, or keep them at this score, and maybe get one on the clock. And just as I say that, they've opened them up.
Yeah, an excellent support play there from Thomas McGrady. Just like all good fullbacks, up through the middle there, supporting his halfback. Gets the try, and he looks like he's got plenty of toe. Thomas, of course, coming from the North Coast Dolphins club. They've got a few representatives through this squad. Joining him, Michael Hart.
Now, it looks like the whole New South Wales country team might break into a jig, and this might be something that they do back there at home. And I know for all the Australian fans that'll be watching us live here on the Auckland Rugby League live stream, they'll be thoroughly enjoying this game and seeing how their team are playing, especially out here under these wet conditions.
Troy, and I've just received word that we are being watched currently in Samoa by one of our Auckland Rugby League loyal followers, Mary Pussy. She's got a whole bunch of people over there watching, so hello to all you there in Samoa watching. Hope you're enjoying the action. Hope the weather's a little better than it is here at Otahuhu as well.
Malo Songa, and I hope you are enjoying it there. We got one person streaming and about 35 people in the village watching.
And again, Aiken involved in a bit of banter with his teammates on the sideline here. He's having a good time. Adds the extras. And New South Wales country now leading 32-0, and this is a thrashing.
Correction on that, there was Talo Falava. Sorry about that. That was Malo to all the Tongans who are watching as well. And there'll be a lot of Tongan fans along with Samoan fans watching all the players in the Auckland Rugby League competition. One of the biggest Polynesian cities in the world, and there's a lot of talent that comes out of the college football and the Auckland Rugby League clubs that obviously, you know, end up in NRL football, and that's just due to their size and speed. Let's hope they use some of that speed now and that size in this next set of 6.
That's right, Troy. You mentioned the presence of so many fabulous Pacific players and Māori players in the Auckland competition in particular, and you need only look at the Warriors right now with the likes of Manu Vatavai, Conrad Harrell, Solomone Kata, some fantastically gifted athletes who work very hard, and it's a credit to them, and we're lucky to have them in our competition. They certainly make for some exciting footy.
Mate, it'd be fair to say not just in the Warriors, there's a lot of Polynesians, Maoris throughout the whole of the NRL comp, and certainly making their presence felt. Big, strong, fast and hard.
And almost a big mix-up there with the fullback missing the ball for Auckland, but come through and cleaned up well in the end by Elisala Junior Salmani from the Mangere East Hawks. But all he can do is ground it, so country will get another set here, and we've got about 6 minutes to go, and it might be a long 6 minutes for Auckland, Troy.
Yeah, this is a tough day in the office now, and these guys have really got to grind it out. And as we said, probably around the 12, 14-minute mark, it was about pride. And right now they can't be falling off tackles. They've really got to do their best, and they've got to play for the guy alongside of them. So let's see how well they do. New South Wales country are just getting a roll on, attacking at will. They've been throwing the ball around like it's a dry day out there.
Of course, most of these players will be back in action again tomorrow, backing up for their club, so won't have to wait long to redeem themselves, but they'll be disappointed with the effort today. And as we see in our country, with a short side raid, but it falls apart in the end. And we'll have a little break here. Referee calls time off. But yeah, as I said, most of these local Auckland players will be backing up tomorrow for their club sides, and even coach John Sione-Va'a, he's the coach of the Newland Stags in the SAS Sharman Cup, the second division over here in Auckland, so he'll be backing up tomorrow. So won't be any time to sort of dwell on the loss, but Troy, it'll be disappointing. You know, there was a lot of hype around this game, and coming together back with the Vulcans, and just haven't performed today really for the 18s. It's that simple.
Shame really, but we've got to give them the opportunity, and this is some of the football that we want to keep promoting, keep bringing forward, and you know, let's hope and pray that it doesn't stay here, that we box on and there's more games to come. And I think everyone would agree that's watching live today on the live stream, and certainly all the fans that are down here, you know, standing in the rain, that they'd love to see more of this football being played. Just on the football too, you touched on tomorrow's action. Saturday's main game, we'll see Papakura on the Root Rooster Challenge against Mount Albert. Main game at Kura. And they will be kicking off at 2:30. That'll go live to Maori TV television on the Sunday. And there's also a game first thing in the morning, and I'll just find out who that is. I'll come back to you.
And there goes the full-time hooter here, so Auckland might get time for one more play. They probably don't want it, given the way the game's gone. Ferrant will boot into touch. It's a big touch finder, and kept in play. And they'll run it out, and the country boys now jubilant. What a way to finish their tour of New Zealand. 32-0 New South Wales country. Congratulations to all of the players involved. Coach Aaron Watts, a comprehensive victory. And also all of the country crew in total, the New South Wales country CEO, all of the team who travelled over here. They've been fantastic to deal with, and we hope to have them back here soon. Hope they've enjoyed their stay in Auckland. Of course, the weather not so flash today, but it's been fantastic to have them here. So do stick around if you would like to listen to the interviews with the coaches afterwards. We'll be chatting to Aaron Watts and John Sione-Va'a, getting their thoughts on the game.
Thanks, Corey. And as Corey goes to find the coaches now for the two teams that have played, as I said earlier, the Appliance Shed Fox Memorial is kicking off tomorrow, Saturday. Big game tomorrow. Match of the round will be Papakura Sea Eagles up against the Mount Albert Lions, and the Root Rooster Challenge, which is sponsored by Konica Minolta, will be on the line, and we'll be looking for a big, strong tussle inside that match. Corey's gone to find one of the coaches over there for an interview. Weather's certainly starting to close out, and as all the players start shaking hands over there, they're having a wee bit of a team photo. Corey, as I said, has gone to get a couple of words from the coaches, and he should be with us fairly shortly. Once again, thank you to the Auckland Rugby League for making the live stream possible, and for all the fans that have been out there, we hope you enjoyed our coverage. As I said, we got live football every Wednesday, 4 p.m. kickoff. Log on to the aucklandleague.co.nz site. See the live links there for the College Rugby League finals. Team photos being taken. And the young fellas from New South Wales country, they'll have a big night tonight. It looks like some of the Auckland Vulcan development team are getting in there, and they're going to mix all of that up. Fantastic to see. These are what the tours are all about, and you know, it's a special moment for these players. They've certainly, you know, come together in a very short amount of time and play a great standard of football.
Thanks, Troy. And here with Auckland Under-18s coach John Sionivar, mate, that performance thoroughly outclassed, really. Didn't get you a chance to really show probably what you're capable of.
Yeah, for the time that we've been together, the boys tried their best. There's a bit of work to do. I'm quite confident that we'll come back from it. Yeah, with the September games coming up, there's a lot of development to come, and we'll be right. Congratulations to New South Wales country. They've done really well. Yeah, they've been together for a while, so yeah, I'll show you today.
Just a word on the New South Wales countryside. I mean, you had plenty of opportunities down their end, but some excellent defence. They looked well organised.
Oh, they look really good. They look really well organised. And they go forward, like everyone's punching up around the middle, and like everyone's punching up on the ball, so pushing up on the ball. So yeah, they're just good class of players. Yeah, they've done well.
Excellent, mate. I know you've got a big game tomorrow for the Newland Stags, so all the best, and thank you for your work this week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for Corey, and Corey's now going to line up alongside the New South Wales Country Under-18 coach, and he's just lining up now as we go live.
Thank you, Troy, and here with New South Wales Country Under-18s coach Aaron Watts. Aaron, pretty comprehensive showing from your boys to be able to shut them out. Pretty pleasing.
Yeah, mate, it is. Very pleasing. The boys had a great week and showed on the field today.
Has this side been together long? I mean, it looked like the combinations were sticking pretty well up there, particularly between the halves.
No, mate, they haven't. They've been together since last Friday, mate, so we've been together a week. Credit to the kids and credit to how they've got on with each other and also the support staff as well.
And just on the whole concept of the tour here, you'd be keen to see more of it. I mean, I know the Auckland boys have got a lot out of it, and it's nice to see countrysides back touring New Zealand for the first time in a while.
Yeah, mate, not only just for the football as well, like for the cultural experience, and mate, some of our boys haven't even been out of New South Wales, so to bring them over here and give them a couple of games of footy, it's pretty special and something they'll always remember.
Excellent. Thanks for being here, mate, and enjoy the rest of your trip.
Thank you, Corey. Awesome. As you heard from the coach there from the New South Wales Rugby League head coach, fantastic for the boys to be out touring. Great for the Auckland Rugby League Vulcans development side to be down here playing as well. And, without saying the old cliche, rugby league wins on the day, I think it certainly has. For all of the guys that have been down here taking part, the volunteers, also the guys involved from the Auckland Rugby League, CTAS who make the streaming viable and getting the images out around the world on the streaming site. Sorry for the little bits of technicalities that we had on the actual web, but it was going out through the main site, the main feed, through our Facebook. Please give us some feedback. Let us know how you felt about the game. And more importantly, I think a big congratulations to the New South Wales Country Rugby League side being down here at Otahuhu. And as you can see, they're all heading towards the sheds now, trying to get a wee bit warm. And for the Auckland guys, I suppose they'll be having the hot shower and then coming back for the after-match function and getting ready for the presentation. It's been a great day down here for Rugby League. Shame about the weather, but the football's been fantastic. And as I said, big ups to Auckland Rugby League. Thank you, New South Wales Country.